She's doing just fine, just fine. All right, so let's start off. I'm going to start off with the shortest thing. Now, last time I saw you all, I did a COVID presentation. I don't really want to do the same exact thing twice. Does anyone remember what I said about what a virus was and how they work? No? No? Okay, I'll just go over it very, very quick, all right? Remember what COVID-19 stands for. COVID-19 stands for Corona Virus Disease, okay? All right, coronavirus is organisms like us. They don't consider viruses living organisms because viruses do not reproduce on their own. They need to utilize a host like us, so like a parasite, in order to reproduce. Bacteria, they reproduce on their own, but they both make us sick, right? We don't want either one of them in our bodies. But believe it or not, bacteria can get viruses. So bacteria can get sick from viruses. Viruses affect everything. And viruses are in all of our DNA. So once we recover from viruses, that blueprint is still there so that our children can also have some type of immunity to viruses. And so now you all heard about these vaccines, right? So I'll go over real quick how vaccines work and how they used to work and how they work today, okay? So generally what they did with a vaccine was they took the actual virus itself and they tried to chop it up into as small pieces as they can in which they felt it wouldn't affect you, effectively trying to kill the virus or making it ineffective. So that when your body saw the virus inside of it, it would learn from it so that when a live version of it came in contact with your body, you will already have the defenses in place. Now what happened is sometimes the virus was not chopped up enough and people still got sick from what's called the vaccine. Okay, because the vaccine was meant for your body to learn from the virus without getting sick from the virus. So that when you came in contact with it in the future, your defenses were already built up. So how they changed it today is they simply made the virus from scratch with RNA proteins and DNA proteins. That stands for deoxyribonucleic acid, ribonucleic acid. You don't have to remember that, but it's DNA, RNA. Yes, ma'am. It's actually the same thing. The vaccine is the virus. That's what a vaccine is you are receiving you're receiving the virus, but in a form in which they feel you will not get sick from it, but that your body will learn how to create a defense for it. That's all a vaccine is. And so now they synthesize it in the lab, and so that they're not actually giving you the real thing, they're giving you the RNA and the DNA version so that your body can learn from it and not get sick from it. So that's the difference. And they don't have to pay anybody and they make the most amount of money off of it. Hey, so everybody wins and they're able to do it very, very quickly. Because normally making a vaccine can take years, but they made it within a year. So that's how that vaccine was created. That's the basis of vaccines. That's a little bit of knowledge on a virus and a bacteria. Oh, and this is how viruses actually affect you. So the coronavirus, they call it the coronavirus because it has these little things sticking out of it. The crown. Those little things stick to your cells. And they convince your cells to do one or two things. It's either going to make more of the virus, or it's going to allow the virus to enter into it and simply make copies of itself and then explode out of the cell, and then millions of them attack you all at one time. That's generally what happens when one day you feel all right, and then the next day you're like, oh man, I feel so bad. You normally have one of the viruses that replicates itself inside of your cells, and then it explodes out because you felt sick immediately. When you have the ones that manufacture your cells to create copies of it, that's when you start feeling sick over time. So those are kind of the differences right there. Any questions on that? Excellent, excellent. I try to make it brief, try to make make it very easy to understand.